We are about 10 minutes away from the start of the JV contest between Gallatin County and Eldorado. So we're going to step away. We'll be back in a few moments.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
Hello, everybody. This is Dave Cruzen here with you at Duff Kingston Gymnasium on the campus of Eldorado High School. Tonight, the Gallatin County Lady Hawks will take on the Eldorado Lady Eagles as the Hawks wind down their regular season. Tonight and tomorrow night being their last two regular season games. This will be the second meeting for both the JV team and the varsity team against Eldorado. These teams were the victim of the snowouts. The first one actually way back in December. They were scheduled to play at Gallatin. That game was snowed out. Or I'm sorry, they were supposed to play here. That game was snowed out, and it was rescheduled for tonight. And then about 2 weeks ago, there was supposed to be another game at Gallatin. It was snowed out. So the JV teams did meet back in December, and the varsity squads met here in the Eldorado tournament about 2 weeks ago. So we are about 2.5 minutes from the start of the JV game. Both these teams very evenly matched. The last time that the JV squads met, Gallatin County came away with a victory. Do not remember the score at that time, but it was back just before Christmas. And that game took place over at Gallatin County. But we are 2 minutes away from the start of this one. I'm going to step away, get a quick drink, and then we will be back for the start of the JV game in about 2 minutes. We'll go ahead and come back early. It looks like they are calling the teams to the benches, and we may get started just a minute or two early here before the JV game was originally scheduled to start. Take a look at the lineups right now, as we are going to get introductions apparently for the starting lineup, so we will just do that as they introduce. Harper Fromm, the first one out of the tunnel for the Hawks.
A freshman, number 2,
Mariah Horton out next.
A sophomore, number 12,
Greenlee Baker, the next one out.
sophomore, number 24,
Abby Eastman.
And a freshman, number 32, Claire Hunt.
And Claire Hunt rounds out the starting rotation for the Hawks tonight. So for the Hawks, they have 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen in the rotation for the starting group.
Now let's get the starters for your JV. Lady Eagles.
And for Eldorado,
Freshman,
number 0, Brooksy Fox.
A freshman, number 4, Grisham.
Brittany Grisham, number 4.
A freshman, number 5, Abby Fryer.
Number 5, Abby Fryer.
Number 11, Haven Gibbs.
Number 11, Haven Gibbs.
Number 12, Jesse
And number 12,
Yates.
Jesse Yates will round out the starting lineup for the JV Eagles. So we are just about ready to get started. The officiating crew tonight is Rocky Hull, Brett Oxford, and Caleb Moss. And we are about ready. Players have gone out to the center circle. Mariah Horton to jump center for the Hawks. And do not see the number there for Eldorado. I believe it's number 4, Brittany Grisham. No, it's not number 4. Number 0, Brooksy Fox jumps. And as a violation, a tip, the person that jumps cannot gain possession of the basketball to start off. So Eldorado will inbound in front of us. And it'll be number 4, Grisham, looking to inbound. Gets it into number 12, that is Yates. Back to Grisham, down to Fryer. Fryer drives in, loses the handle, and we've got a jump ball immediately, and it'll be Gallatin County basketball on the alternating possession. Abby Eastman tied up the Eagle player, and the Eagles will not pressure. They will drop back, and we will head to the other end. Harper Fromm over to Abby Eastman underneath the Hunt. Hunt makes a move on the baseline, turns, shoots. Her shot is deep on the backside. They're going to say last touch down there by Harper Fromm, and it will be Eldorado basketball. And I believe they have put 10 minutes on the clock, so we may be playing 2 10-minute halves. Fox to Fryer up top. It is Grisham off the board for 3. And Brittany Grisham connects with a 3-point basket to get things started in the scoring. Into Hunt, out to Eastman. She fires a 3. It's off the board, no good. Rebound Baker. Baker, she drives low block, kicks it out. Harper Fromm from the corner, no good. Long rebound will not be run down. It'll be last touch off of Horton from Gallatin. Fox gives it up to Fryer, who will bring it across the line. Fryer over on the left side. Her pass is errant and goes out of bounds. She was looking for Gibbs down in the corner, but it got away, and Coach Bryce Brazier retrieved the ball. 7:44 to go. Like I said, I believe they are playing 10-minute halves in this. Over to Baker. Baker fires the 3. No good. Harper Fromm saves it. Fryer comes down with the ball for Eldorado, and she is going to be tied up in the corner by Claire Hunt. It will be Eldorado basketball. And the Eagles will take over with 7:23 to go in the first half. Fox into the front court for the Eagles. Off her hip to Fryer underneath, low block. She kicks it out. Shot out there by Gibbs, no good. Rebound Horton. She flings it ahead right into a middle of a bunch of Eagles, and Grisham comes out with it, gives it off to Fox. Over to Fryer. Fryer looks to drive, loses the handle. Loose ball. Claire Hunt comes up with it, gets it out to Eastman. Eastman drives to the free throw line, gets it off to Baker in the corner. Her shot no good. Rebound Harper Fromm. She goes back up amongst the trees and misses. Horton with a rebound. Misses, gets her own rebound, goes back up, misses again, and a foul coming against Eldorado. I believe it's whistled against number 11. That is Haven Gibbs. That'll be her first, team first. And Mariah Horton will go to the line to shoot 2. Does not connect on the first one. Second shot on its way, and it is short as well. Rebound comes down in the hands of Gibbs. Jump ball. Claire Hunt ties her up. Gallatin basketball under the go. And the Hawks sending in a slew of substitutions. Jalen Abel, McKenna Abbott, Jocelyn Oxford, and Trinity Owens will check in. Baker to inbound for Gallatin. 5:42 on the clock. Underneath the Baker. Her shot blocked. Fox comes down with it, gives it off to Grisham. Grisham has it swiped by Baker, and Baker will go back the other way, dribbles through some traffic, and draws the foul against Brooksy Fox of Eldorado. That'll be her first, team second. Lady Hawks will inbound right in front of Aaron Phelps' picture on the scorer's table. Oxford in the corner to Baker, fires the three, no good, rebound. Trinity Owens, she goes back up, her shot no good. Gibbs from Eldorado comes down with it. Gets it off to Grisham, to Fryer. And the Lady Eagles back to their half of the floor. Fox to Fryer, back to Fox, to Gibbs, fires the shot up, no good, rebound. Comes down in the hands of Jalen Abel, and she is tied up. It'll be Eldorado basketball. And Eldorado to inbound into their own goal. Grisham in the corner, stolen by Owens. And her pass goes off 3 Hawks, but run down by McKenna Abbott. And Jocelyn Oxford will control it into the front court for the Lady Hawks. Over in the corner to Baker. Baker drives down to the low block. Her shot is up. It's no good. Owens with a rebound, gives it off to Baker. Baker pulls it out to Oxford. Over to Abel, back to Oxford. Oxford to Baker, fires the three. Misses, rebound comes down. McKenna Abbott had it, lost it, and Fox comes down with the ball for Eldorado. Gives it off to Grisham, now back to Fox. She's going to drive out to the corner. Doubles back on the baseline, kicks it across. Fryer, free throw line extended. Her shot bounces in. Rims high and goes in. And Abby Fryer has dented the scoreboard. And with 3:42 to go, the Hawks trail it 5-0. Pass across to Baker on the far side. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound. Gibbs. Gibbs will travel with the basketball before she gets rid of it. And the Hawks come in with wholesale changes. Abby Eastman, Mariah Horton, Sophie Wargle, Claire Hunt, and Harper Fromm. 3:20 on the clock. Hawks trail it by 5. Ball in to Hunt. She drives baseline, puts one up. Her shot no good. Rebound fought for. Fryer comes out with it for Eldorado. Gives it off to Fox. And the Lady Eagles will bring it up court. We are in the JV game. Fryer with the ball. Her pass underneath, stolen by Eastman. Eastman flings it ahead to Claire Hunt. Claire Hunt in traffic. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to an Eldorado player. I believe it's Fox. And we have a jump ball called. It will be Gallatin basketball. Eastman to inbound it. Flips it into Horton. Horton loses the handle. Harper Fromm had it, but it was knocked out of bounds by Grisham of Eldorado. And the Hawks will inbound at the end of the Eagle bench. Into Eastman. Over to Hunt. Hunt gives it to Wargle. Her shot no good. Rebound comes out to Gibbs from Eldorado. She gets rid of it to Fryer. Fryer gives it off to Fox, and we are under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Fox with the basketball. On the right side underneath. Comes back to Fryer. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Harper Fromm. Fromm into the front court. Over to Hunt. Hunt fires the three. Misses the three. Rebound Sophie Wargle. Her shot no good. Eastman with the rebound. She goes up. No good. Hunt again with the rebound. Up and in. Claire Hunt connects, and the Lady Hawks get on the board with 1:20 left to go in the first half. Fox with the ball. Dribbles it off her leg, but gets it back. Picks it up. Her pass is batted down and picked up by Eastman. She fires it ahead to Wargle in traffic, loses the handle, and Grisham comes up with the ball. Her pass is knocked out of bounds by Eastman. And the Lady Eagles will take over across the way. The Lady Eagles will also send in some reinforcements. Number 21, Gabby Freeburn coming in. Number 1, Allie Smith, and I did not see the third person coming in. We have a 30-second timeout on the floor. And it will be Eldorado basketball across the way. Number 1, Allie Smith to inbound the ball. Gets it into Fryer. Fryer covered up. Loses the handle. Horton picks it up, flings it ahead to Harper Fromm on the run. Her shot up and good. And the Hawks pull within 1. On the basket by Fromm. Fryer bringing the ball up the floor, has it knocked out of bounds by Harper Fromm. Clock at 30 seconds and running. Harper Fromm knocks it loose, picks up the loose ball. 25 seconds on the clock. Fromm to Wargle. Up top to Eastman, over to Fromm. Fires the 3, no good. Rebound Hunt. Hunt goes up, her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Freeborn of Eldorado with 6 seconds on the clock. I think that's where it's going to end. Knocked out of bounds, and the clock will expire for the end of the first half. Going to take a short break here, then they will come back out for a second half. I would assume that's what's going on. Little 5-minute break here, so I'm going to step away for just a moment. Be back with you in a second. And yes, I was corrected at halftime. They are doing 2 10-minute halves with a running clock. And that is my keen observation skills. During that first half, I deduced that, but just confirmed that with Coach Bryce Brazier down there. And we're about a minute away from the start of half number 2. With the Hawks trailing at 5-4. Quick check of the scoring in the first half. For the Hawks, Harper Fromm and Claire Hunt both with 2 points apiece. And the leading scorer in the game is Brittany Grisham from Eldorado. She has 3, and Abby Fryer with 2. For the Lady Hawks on the floor to start things off, Jocelyn Oxford, McKenna Abbott, Jalen Abel, Greenlee Baker, and Trinity Owens. Fox to inbound the ball for Eldorado. Gets it into Brianna Grisham. And the ball is knocked back court. It'll be a backcourt violation, and immediately the Hawks will take over. Abel inbounds the ball to Oxford. Down in the corner to Baker. Fires the 3. Corner 3 doesn't fall. Abel runs it down. Back to Baker. Baker drives in, dumps it low to Owens. Owens tries to feed it to McKenna Abbott. The ball's loose on the ground, and we're going to have a tie. Nope, not going to have a tie up. The ball comes out. Number 5, Abby Fryer with it for Eldorado, and now she has it swiped by Greenlee Baker. And a timeout, Bryce Brazier to retain possession, as that was a unique trip down the floor. Pretty good crowd filing in here right now for the ball game. Most of the upper level seats have been taken up. Hawks basketball across the way in front of the bench. Jalen Abel to inbound it. In the corner to Baker. Baker steps back, fires the 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Freeborn, who gives it off to Fryer, and Eldorado will move back to their offensive end. Pass in the corner to Allie Smith. Smith pulls back, feeds Freeburn. Freeburn dumps it underneath to Gibbs. Her shot no good. Rebound on the backside. I believe that was Fryer. No good. I'm sorry, it wasn't Fryer. That was number 2, Brianna Grisham. Her shot no good. The rebound fought for ends up in Eldorado's hands. Freeburn feeds Grisham. Her shot off the board no good. Freeburn with the rebound. Her stick back is good, however. And the Lady Hawks fall down by 3. Over to Abel. Abel up top to Oxford. Back to Abel. Fires the 3. Her shot no good. Rebound underneath. Trinity Owens has her shot blocked from behind. Freeburn comes down with a loose ball. It eventually ends up in the hands of Fryer, who will bring it up court for the Lady Eagles. Gets it in the corner to Brianna Grisham. Down to Fryer, who is fouled by Greenlee Baker. That'll be Greenlee's first, team first. And 5 new Hawks checking in. Eastman, Horton, Fromm, Wargle, and Claire Hunt. 7:50 on the clock. Grisham to inbound the ball for Eldorado, gets it into Fryer. Fryer, a couple of dribbles, fires one up from about 12 feet. No good. Rebound, Abby Eastman falls to her behind and will be called for a travel. Just got off balance in there on the board. And Eldorado will take back over and inbound under their own goal. Grisham in the corner to Smith. The Freeburn underneath to Gibbs. Her shot no good. Rebound, Abby Eastman. Eastman up into the front court for the Lady Hawks. To Wargle. Up top to Fromm. Now over to Eastman. Eastman into Hunt. She turns. Kicks it back out to Eastman, who took off, and it will be Eldorado basketball. 6:45 on the clock. Fryer with the basketball, kicks it down low to Gibbs. She flings it underneath to Allie Smith, but Harper Fromm comes through to break it up. And Eldorado will inbound under their own goal. Number 0, Brooksy Fox, back in the game. Pass comes into Fox. She loses the handle. Wargle picks it up all by herself on the other end. Run down by Fox, who blocks her shot partially. And we're going to have a foul coming against Eldorado. Foul whistled against number 21. That is Gabby Freeburn. That'll be her first. Claire Hunt at the line shooting 2. First shot, no good. And Claire's second shot coming is in and out. Rebound. Harper Fromm out of nowhere comes through and gets the board. Ball comes down off that rebound to Eldorado. And the Hawks come up with a steal. Eastman to Fromm to Wargle. Up top to Eastman. Over to Fromm. Thought about it, didn't take it. Drives baseline. Tries to kick it into Horton and does. Her shot up and rims in. And Mariah Horton connects for her first bucket. And the Hawks trail it by 1 with 5 minutes to play. Fox with the basketball, dribbles it off her foot, and it's going to be Gallatin County basketball across the way. And we got a 30-second timeout whistled on the floor by Eldorado. Lady Hawks with a chance to take their first lead of the night. 4:47 remain on the game clock for the second half as the Lady Hawks will inbound the ball. In front of the scorer's table, Abby Eastman with the basketball into the front court for the Hawks. To Fromm. In the corner to Eastman, who fires a long 2. No good. Rebound long on the backside. And they're going to say last touch off of Fryer of Eldorado. Lady Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Eastman to trigger it in for the Lady Hawks. In the corner to Wargle. To Baker. To Eastman. Fires the shot from the corner. It rims in and out. Rebound comes down to Fox of Eldorado. Gives it to Freeburn. Throws it ahead to Grisham. Grisham drives down the other length of the floor on the right side. Pulls it up. Her pass stolen by Baker. Baker sprints ahead of the crowd, puts one up, is fouled, and Greenlee Baker will go to the line to shoot 2. As we have a foul on Gabby Freeburn, that'll be her second, and it'll be the team second. 3:44 on the clock, and it's running. Baker's first shot is in. Hawks make substitutions as Trinity Owens, Jalen Abel, and McKenna Abbott come in. Baker's second shot rims out. Freeburn from Eldorado comes up with it, gives it off to Fryer. Her passes to Fox, back to Freeburn. Freeburn into the front court for the Lady Eagles, and she is going to be fouled from behind. Let's see if they said it was a shooting foul or on the ground. And they are going to claim it was a shooting foul. Foul was whistled against Greenlee Baker. That is her second. At the line is Abby Fryer. She hits her first shot. Greenlee Becker checks out as Jocelyn Oxford checks in. Fryer hits both free throws. She becomes the leading scorer in the game with 4 points. And the Lady Hawks down by 2. Oxford for 3, no good. Rebound fought for. Freeburn comes down with it for Eldorado. Her pass out to Fox. Fox flings it ahead to Grisham. Brittany Grisham picks it up, back to Fox. Fox puts it on the ground. Couple of dribbles in the corner to Grisham. Grisham up top to Fox, over to Fryer, back to Fox. Now to Grisham. Fires a 3 off the board, no good. Rebound Trinity Owens. She gives it to McKenna Ebbett. McKenna says, I don't want this thing. She gives it to Oxford. Oxford up court to Hunt. 1:42 on the clock. To Abel, fires the 3. It's short. Claire Hunt will try to save it, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Gallatin County. And it will be Lady Eagle basketball with 1:29 left. Coach Brazier barking at him saying, hey, we got to get up here and guard. We're down 2. Lady Eagles quickly to the front court. Fryer with the basketball, gives it off to Fox. Fox on the right side, pulls back, shoots, and scores. And the Lady Hawks are in a bit of a hole now. Down 4 with a minute to go with a running clock. Oxford into the front court, over to Abel. Abel up top to Oxford, back to Abel. Across to Hunt, fires the 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Gibbs. She gets it out to Fryer into the front court with 50 seconds. Fryer attacks the goal underneath. No one there. Her shot up and in. And the Lady Eagles have jumped out to a 6-point advantage. Oxford to her in, over to Abel. Back to Oxford. Fires the 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Freeburn. She gives it off to Grisham. Grisham back to the other end. Into the corner. It is stolen by Oxford, but she's going to be out of bounds. And with 19 seconds to play, the Hawks swap out all 5 players. The 5 returning players return. A little redundant, but they do. Ball inbounded from Eldorado. Grisham into Gibbs, back to Grisham. Stolen by Fromm to Horton. Her pass up court. Wargle runs it down and lays it in. And time will expire on the JV game. And the Lady Hawks drop the JV contest, the modified JV contest, 13-9. Checking the scoring for the Lady Hawks, very simple. They had 2 points for Harper Fromm, 2 points for Sophie Wargle, 2 points for Claire Hunt, 2 points for Mariah Horton, and I missed something somewhere. Someone hit a free throw, and I did not get it marked down. I believe it might have been Baker. And for Eldorado, they were led by Abby Fryer with 6, 3 for Brittany Grisham, and 2 points for Gabby Freeburn and Brooksy Fox. So we can turn the page on the JV game. They did call for their senior parents to come down, so it must be a senior night activity here at Eldorado. You get that on the road late in the season. And I am going to take care of some paperwork and leave the camera right here. And we will be back in a few moments with you. Eldorado has just completed their senior night ceremonies, and we are awaiting the teams to hit the floor. Once they get to the floor, we will step away and then come back with some information about some upcoming ball games and different things like that. So I'll be back with you in a moment. And the Lady Hawks take the floor. So while they're getting warmed up, we will step away for a few moments, and we will be back here in a few minutes.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, Class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors: Ultra Fast Speeds? Check. Future-Proof Network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, Class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
Well, we are back here. We got about 10 minutes to go before the start of this one. Possibility it may get started a little bit early. There was a long delay in between there. That's why we ran the commercial twice. But we're back now. We got about 9 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. So let's take a look at some things real quick. Let's take a look at the calendar. Let's start with the girls. Tomorrow night, the girls are at home against Weber Township. It will be senior night. It will also be the last regular season game of the year for the Lady Hawks. And that is tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at Gallatin County. And I believe, if I was told correctly, that would only be one game tomorrow night. So the Lady Hawks then will begin regional tournament play, and that will be this Saturday, the 14th. They play at 1 p.m. at home at Gallatin County against Egyptian. That will be the opening round of the regional tournament. If the Lady Hawks win and advance, they will play at 7:30 on Monday night against the Goreville Black Cats. That game will also be at Gallatin County. And if they are successful against Goreville, they will move on to the regional championship game, which will be next Friday night, the February 20th. And that game will also take place at Gallatin, as Gallatin County will be hosting the girls regional this season. So for the girls, that's what they have left. Tomorrow night, Saturday, and then it's win and survive starting on Saturday for the Lady Hawks. For the Hawks, who played last night and lost a game over at Thompsonville in just a tough place to play against a good, scrappy Thompsonville team. The Hawks will be back in action Friday night at Pope County. And then they will conclude their regular season the following week. They have 3 games next week. Tuesday the 17th, they're at Hardin County. Wednesday the 18th, they're at home against Carrier Mills, and I believe that's going to be their senior night. And then on Thursday the 19th, they're at home against Crab Orchard to wind down the regular season. The Hawks boys will be in action starting the following week, Monday the 23rd. The regional will begin, and the boys regional will also be at Gallatin County. Both the boys and girls regionals hosted by Gallatin this year. So that is a benefit to both teams to be able to play their regional tournament on their home floor. So a lot of basketball coming up this week, a lot of basketball next week, and hopefully a lot of basketball beyond that for both squads as they head into postseason play. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of this one. They've got the captains up having a meeting. Sometimes that happens a little quicker than, or a little later, I should say, than 6 minutes, and when they're about ready to get started. So maybe they will start just a little early. we'll keep that updated. So let's take a look at this game. The Lady Hawks come into this game with a record of 13 wins, 14 losses. Their last game was at Carmi on Monday night, facing a tough Carmi team, and the Lady Hawks dropped that one. But they are 13 and 14 on the season. Of course, they were a perfect 4-0 in the GEC. They were the regular season and tournament GEC champions this year. And they will head into their regional tournament, and they will be a higher seeded team taking on the Egyptian Lady Pharaohs this Saturday to start things off at the quarterfinals of the girls' regional tournament. For Eldorado, they come into this game with a record of 4 wins, 22 losses. They were 0-10 in the Black Diamond Conference. Unsure about their regional situation, but it will also probably begin this Saturday. The only time that these two varsity squads met was here about 3 weeks ago in the Eldorado Lady Eagle Winter Classic, and Eldorado defeated Gallatin County in the 7th place game of that tournament, 36-34, in a game that Gallatin County actually was in control of for most of the game, but it got away late. Eldorado had an outstanding effort that night from a young lady named Macy Plume. Unfortunately, I do not see that young lady down on the floor tonight. I know she struggles with some medical issues and things like that. And unfortunately, it looks like she is not in uniform tonight unless she has gone back to the locker room. But she was an outstanding player that night and is a really good player for this Eldorado team. Unfortunately, it looks as if she is not going to be participating tonight. So we're about 4 minutes away. I'm going to step out of the way and come back. We will have the national anthem. I see there's a lady across the way ready to sing the national anthem. And we will have the starting lineups, all the pomp and circumstance. And we will be back in about 3.5 minutes. And we are back here. We got about a minute on the clock before the start of this one. I see the flag unfurling from the center court. So we will let Eldorado take over for the festivities.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you're able. Face the flag as it lowers at midcourt. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Honored veterans and active military, you may salute the flag. Performing the national anthem this evening, Eldorado High School art teacher, Miss Ashley Pretty.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a rendition of the national anthem by the high school art teacher at Eldorado High School. And we will get ready for our starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dub Kingston Gymnasium. It's Lady Eagles Senior Night. It's your Eldorado Lady Eagles take on the Gallatin County Lady Hawks. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Gallatin County, a junior, number 5, Cadence Holloway.
Cadence Holloway, a junior, the lone junior on the team.
Sophomore, number 11, Sophie Wargall.
Sophie Wergel, number 11, a sophomore.
A senior, number 20, Riley Russell.
Number 20, Riley Russell, a senior.
23, Hannah.
And Hannah Forrester, number 23, also a senior for Gallatin County. And number 31, Hallie Holmes, a sophomore, will round out the starting rotation for Coach Fromm tonight.
He's assisted by Bryce Frazier. Hey, Eagle fans, make some noise. Here are the starters for your Lady Eagles. A sophomore, number 1, Allie Smith.
Allie Smith first out of the tunnel for Eldorado.
Junior, number 13, Jalen Malone.
Jalen Malone.
A junior, number 14, Jada Dan.
Jada Dan.
A senior, number 11, Haven
Haven
Gibbs.
Gibbs, number 11.
Senior, number 25, Presley Morris.
And number 25, Presley Morris,
Head coach for the Lady Eagles, Megan
out of the tunnel for Eldorado.
by Senior,
And that
Davey Morris.
That is the starting lineup for the Lady Eagles and the Lady Hawks. And we are ready for action. Let me throw that scoreboard up on the screen for you.
Tonight's officiating crew, Caleb Moss, Brett Oxford, and Rocky Hall. Eldorado's athletic trainer, the GOAT, Mr. Howard Mann.
And, of course, Howard Band being introduced as the sports medicine specialist on staff. The officials are ready to toss this thing up. Kaylin Moss to do the duties in the center circle. Flips it up. The ball is tipped control by Gallatin County. And the Lady Hawks will take over. Riley Russell up near the top of the key, over to Wargle on the right side. Down in the corner to Russell. Up top to Wargle. Over to Forrester. She will back it back out. Into the corner to Wargle. Back up top, Hannah Forrester. Kicks it in. Hallie Holmes shot, misses everything, out of bounds, and it will be Eldorado basketball. As the Lady Hawks killed off 30 seconds on the clock. And they will also employ full court pressure. Ball inbounded to number 13. That is Malone. She is going to drive the length of the floor. She lays one up. No good. Rebound on the backside. Allie Smith gets her own board off the miss. Up top to Malone. Out to Morris. Morris working against the defender. Now she's looking for Malone. Gives it off. Malone dribbles through traffic. Back up top to Morris. Top of the key. Over a screen. Kicks it into Dan. Dan is going to be whistled for an offensive foul as she runs over Hannah Forrester. And that will be the first team foul against Eldorado. First on Dan. And the Lady Hawks will take over. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pull up a chair, just getting started. Wargle in the corner to Holloway. Holloway has it slapped loose out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. Coach Fromm calling out the play. Ball inbounded to Russell. Russell. Middle of the floor over to Forrester. Forrester into the corner. Holloway for three. Corner three. And Cadence Holloway connects. Gets Lady Hawks on the board. Malone with the basketball. Is going to work the left side of the floor. She's going to take it all the way down. Pulls it back out. Up top to Presley Morris. Morris over a screen, looking for help now. Gets it off to Smith on the right side. Smith right into Forrester for a jump ball, and it'll be Eldorado basketball. Checking in for Eldorado, number 21, Gabby Freeburn. Dan inbounds the ball into the back court to Malone. She will bring it across the line. Bounce pass into Dan. Dan in the lane. Her shot is up. No good. Allie Smith with the rebound on the backside, but has it taken away by Hallie Holmes. Russell now with the ball for Gallatin across the line. Over to Forrester on the right side. She's looking for some help. Hits Hallie Holmes the free throw line. Wargle on the weak side loses the handle. Freeburn comes up with it. Her pass is down to Dan, but Dan has it knocked out of her hands, and Hannah Forrester comes up with the loose ball. Russell to Wargle on the left side. Her shot no good. Rebound. Cadence Holloway. She goes up, kind of blocks herself on the backboard. The rebound comes down to Malone. Malone will bring it up for the Lady Eagles. As they look to drive, kicked in the corner to Morris. Morris back up top to Dan. Dan dumps it down low to Smith, but has it stolen by Forrester. Forrester through some traffic. She dribbles into a bunch of white jerseys, stops, and gives the ball off to Russell, and the Lady Hawks will reset. Over to Forrester on the left side. In the corner to Russell. Russell into Holmes. Holmes over to Wargle. Wargle drives low baseline, goes up, hits the side of the backboard. Her shot comes down in the hands of Dan. Dan tries to yank it away and loses the ball. And now we're going to have a jump ball situation, and it will be Gallatin County basketball. Abby Eastman is checking in, and Sophie Wargle will go to the bench. 4:44 to go in the first. Russell to inbound, gets it into Eastman. Fires the three. No good. Long rebound, fought for between two players, and it's going to be last touch off of Eldorado. And the Lady Hawks will inbound the ball at the end of the Lady Eagle bench. Into Forrester. Forrester over to Russell. Russell across to Eastman. Kicks it into Holmes. Allie is going to be called for steps as she went to the goal. And the Lady Hawks turn it back over. And they still employ the full court pressure. Malone flips it into Morris. Back to Malone. And she works the ball up court for the Lady Eagles. Into their front court. Flings it across to Morris, but I believe it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch Eldorado, and the Lady Hawks take over again at the 4:15 mark. Russell with the basketball for the Lady Hawks. Back to the other end. Over to Forster in the corner. Pass is batted down and stolen by Morris. She gets it to Dan. Over to Malone. And Eldorado again on the attack. Malone all the way down to the baseline, loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be last touch off of Riley Russell. Check again for the Lady Hawks. Sophie Wargle, Greenlee Baker, Harper Fromm, as Russell, Holloway, and Forrester will go have a seat. 3:56 on the clock. Into Malone in the corner. One dribble, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Holmes. She gives it off to Eastman. And the Lady Hawks will come down. From to Baker, who took an extra step as she tried to get that pass over the quarter to Eastman. And the Lady Hawks will take over again. And we have a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout, Eldorado. Lady Hawks lead it 3-0. And Eldorado basketball right in front of their own bench. Ball inbounded to Malone, now back to Morris, and she will take over the point guard duties as the Lady Hawks come up to trap quickly. Pass down low to Smith. Her shot blocked by Hallie Holmes. She gets the rebound on the block shot, gets it out to Fromm into the front court. Off to Eastman. Eastman back to Fromm. Fromm up top to Baker. Baker to Eastman, feeds Wargle underneath, and she is fouled by Jada Dan. That will be her second, the team's second, and that will send Sophie Wargle to the line to shoot two for the Lady Hawks. Getting ready to check in for the Lady Eagles is Brooksy Fox. Sophie's first shot rims out. Sophie's second shot, it rims out as well, and rebound by Freeburn. Freeburn throws it ahead, over the head of her teammate. I couldn't see whose number that was. I think it was Dan, and the ball ends up in the Gallatin County bench.
In for the Lady Eagles, 5, Abby Fryer.
Abby Fryer is checked into the game for Eldorado, as Jada Dan will have a seat with the two fouls. Fromm across the line to Wargle. Wargle in the corner to Baker. Baker fires it up. It rims out. Rebound comes down in the hands of Freeburn. She is tied up, and it will be Eldorado basketball in the alternating possession. Checking in for the Lady Hawks, Riley Russell, Hannah Forrester, Cadence Holloway, and Mariah Horton. And everyone will go to the bench except for Abby Eastman. 2:49 to go. First quarter, Hawks up by 3. Morris with the basketball into the front court for Eldorado. Trapped up there. Her pass is slapped away out of bounds by Cadence Holloway. Lady Hawks employing a little trap defense once they get across that half line. Malone into the corner to Fox. Her pass is out of bounds, and it will be Gallatin County basketball as they will take it the length of the floor. 2.5 minutes to go. Forster into Horton, back to Forster, across court to Riley Russell. She feeds it inside to Eastman, who gets the ball. Bounce pass into Horton. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound comes down. Fought for. A couple of Eldorado players fighting with each other. Malone comes out with it. She jets to the other end, fires up the left-handed shot. Long rebound to Russell. Russell back the other way. She's going to go all the way to the block, and she is going to be fouled by Morris as she went for the layup, and that will be Presley Morris's first foul. It will be the third team foul whistled against the Lady Eagles. Riley Russell at the line shooting a pair for the Lady Hawks. She misses the first one off the front iron. Not a good free throw shooting night so far for the Lady Hawks. Russell's second shot is, it's in. All right, so broadcaster's jinx works, and Riley hits a bucket. And Eldorado will bring it up court. Malone with the basketball into the front court. She dribbles past the trap all the way down to the baseline. She fires one up, and we got a foul coming on Abby Eastman, a blocking foul, and that will send Jalen Malone to the line to shoot two. Malone's first shot is short. Hallie Holmes checks in, and Abby Eastman will check out. And Malone's second shot is good. And the Lady Eagles crack the scoreboard at the 145 mark. Holloway across court to Russell into Horton. She turns, bounces it low to Holmes. Her shot no good. Long rebound, knocked out, run down by Fox of Eldorado. She gives it off to Morris. And Morris will bring it up across the line to Malone. Malone looks to work to the other side of the floor. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Gallatin County. Malone likes that left side. Flips it in to Morris, back to Malone. She thought about a three, gets it to Morris. Long three from Morris is short. Rebound comes out to Holmes, gives it off to Holloway. 1:12 on the clock. Holloway drives, one-hander in the lane, no good. Little strong. Morris with the rebound. Morris will bring it back up court for Eldorado. Over to Malone, nearly fouled by Russell out there. Malone's going to make her way to the low block, goes up and will be fouled by Hallie Holmes. And the Lady Hawks will have their second team foul, first on Hallie, and that will send Malone to the line to shoot two. And Malone hits her first shot. Sophie Wargle getting ready to check in for the Lady Hawks. Malone's second shot is short. Rebound comes down to Holmes. She gives it off to Holloway. And then the Lady Hawks back to the offensive end. Lady Hawks have their offense in neutral right now. They need a basket. Russell with the ball up top, hits Horton. Horton over to Holloway, fires the three, no good. Rebound comes down. Horton has it. She loses the handle. It's going to be last touch off of her, out of bounds, and it will be Eldorado basketball. Sophie Wargle checks in. Mariah Horton will check out. And with 35 seconds to go, Eldorado brings it up court. Malone into the front court, has her pass stolen. Hannah Forster drives in and will score. Good defense there by the Lady Hawks. Eldorado quickly up court, pass down in the corner, stolen by Wargle. 12 seconds on the clock. She jets past the defense, comes down. Morris blocks her shot. 4 seconds on the clock. Freeburn ahead to Fryer, who fires up a long three. No good. And at the end of one, the Lady Hawks lead it 6-2. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we are back here. We got about 20 seconds before the start of the second quarter. Lady Hawks lead at 6-2. It will be Gallatin County basketball to start the second quarter. Lady Hawks will inbound the ball, I believe across the way. No, right here in front of us. They will trigger it in. It will be on the floor for the Lady Hawks. Hannah Forster, Cadence Holloway, Sophie Wargle, Hallie Holmes, and Riley Russell. And it'll be Forster to trigger it in to Russell. And away we go in the second quarter. Pass in the middle to Holloway. She turns, fires. Rebound comes down to Wargle. Her stick back is no good, and we got a tie-up immediately between Hallie Holmes and Gibbs of Eldorado. It'll be Eldorado basketball. Lady Hawks had a good look. It just couldn't fall. Morris over to Malone. Malone into Freeburn. She dumps it down. Gibbs goes. Her shot blocked by Hannah Forster. Good hustle there by Hannah to recover from the high trap and keep the Lady Eagles from putting one on the board. Malone to inbound under her own goal. Into the corner to Morris. Morris, top of the key, over to Malone. Malone looks to drive. Up top to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to have a double dribble there. She switched hands in midstream, and that won't work. Lady Hawks take over with 7.5 minutes to go. Russell into the front court. Off to Wargle on the left side. Back up top to Russell. Inside to Holloway. Holloway makes a move to the goal, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, last touch off Hallie Holmes. And it'll be Eldorado basketball. Checking in for Eldorado, number 1, Allie Smith. Checking out is Gibbs. Morris with the basketball for Eldorado, brings it up, gets it off to Malone. In the middle to Freeburn, the pass is stolen by Holloway, but she flips it ahead and no one's there but some Eagle players. Malone with the basketball, dribbles up into a trap, gets it into Freeburn in the middle. Freeburn out to Morris. Morris works it over. Malone fires a three, has a shot blocked. Wargle throws the pass and goes and gets it herself, and that is a travel. And Coach Fromm is saying, hey, let's just slow down here. We got the ball. We're good. We can all dribble. 6:47 on the clock. Malone to inbound the ball underneath her own goal. Looking for Morris. Gets it into Smith. Smith has the ball nearly stolen out there by Cadence Holloway. It's off to Freeburn. Freeburn looking for a little help. Her pass is nearly stolen. Now we have a jump ball, and it will be Gallatin County basketball as Russell and Malone tie it up. And checking in for the Lady Hawks, Abby Eastman, Harper Fromm, and Greenlee Baker, as Russell, Forrester, and Holloway will go to the bench. Ball inbounded to Harper Fromm. Harper wasn't ready. Hit her in the head. Ball over in the corner to Baker. She fires the three. She misses the three. Long rebound. Out Malone comes up with it. She is defended there by Baker. Malone loses the ball. Wargle picks it up. She's going to drive all the way in. Low block other side, lays it in. Sophie Wargle wormed her way to the goal and puts it in for two. Malone again drives up, past some pressure. We're going to blocking foul coming on Greenlee Baker. That'll be the first team foul against Gallatin, and it will be the first personal foul whistled against Baker. Apologize if you can't hear me too well. I've got a very loud group behind me. Ball inbounded to Morris. Morris with the ball. Nearly has it stolen. Batted back court. We've got a foul coming. Greenlee Baker, it'll be her second. And she has picked up 2 quick fouls. 5:54 on the clock. Morris, front court to Malone. Malone drives to the corner. Back up top to Morris. Morris fakes the shot, then fires the three. It's short. Rebound comes down out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. Ball inbounded to Fromm. Up across the line. Fromm to Eastman. In the middle to Holmes. She puts up the shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Malone of Eldorado. She's covered up. Her pass nearly stolen. It is stolen. Pass underneath to Wargle. Harper Fromm with the steal. Feeds Sophie Wargle underneath. The Lady Hawks extend their lead to 8. Malone across the floor. Her pass broken up. Knocked loose. Back court. Malone gets it. Now she's going to drive all the way to the low block. Eastman is there. She is going to be in position. And a foul coming on Malone. That will be a charging foul against her. It'll be the first team foul against Eldorado and the first personal against Malone. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lady Hawks lead it by 8. Fromm into the front court to Eastman. Eastman back up top to Baker. Now to Eastman. In the middle to Holmes. Dumps it down low to Wargle. Off her hands, out of bounds. It will be Eldorado basketball. Riley Russell is going to check in, and Sophie Wargle will go have a seat. Over to Malone. In the middle of Freeburn. Pass is broken up and stolen by Russell. And Riley takes it down, puts it in. Riley Russell. Hawks are up 10. Malone dribbles through the defense. Pass is stolen by Russell. Russell passes it off to Fromm. Fromm fakes the shot, but is going to be whistled for a travel. She was trying to get stopped and couldn't skid to a stop. Timeout Eldorado. We got a full timeout. 4:23 on the clock. And we will step away for just a moment. All right, we are back here. I believe it will be Eldorado basketball on the far end of the floor, taking it the length. Morris will inbound the ball for Eldorado. Back with her is Malone and Fryer. Ball into Malone. Lady Hawks have dropped back into a 3-2 zone. Now they're going to come up and try to trap out of it. Malone drives through the middle, kicks it back up top to Morris. Morris, top of the key over to Fryer. Thought about a long 2, doesn't take it. Now over to Malone. Long 3, no good. Long rebound. Run down by the Lady Eagles, and Malone falls down snatches the ball back and then rolls over the center line. And the Lady Hawks will take over as she is called for a backcourt violation. Ball into Fromm. 3:54 on the clock. Over to Eastman. Eastman. Up top to Baker. Baker back to Eastman. Fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down. Holmes loses it. Eastman with it. Kicks it down to Baker on the far side. Her shot is no good. Rebound. Hallie Holmes falls on it. We're going to have a jump ball. And it will be Eldorado basketball as Hannah Forrester will check in.
23 and Forster. Possession ball with Lady Eagles.
Malone with the basketball. Dribbles up into a trap. Her pass is knocked back court. Nearly stolen by the Lady Hawks. Morris across the line with the ball. Guarded closely by Holmes. But Eastman is going to be called with a foul as she tried to reach in on Fryer. And that'll be Abby's second and team third. Sophie Wargle checks back in. Abby Eastman will go to the bench with those two fouls. And Cadence Holloway will check in. And Harper Fromm will check out. Eldorado to inbound right in front of us here with 3:21 on the clock. Morris steps up, gives it to Malone, fires the three, no good. Rebound comes down. Russell will drive the other way. She's going to drive all the way to the block. She loses the handle under the goal. And the Lady Hawks will turn it back over to the Lady Eagles. Into Morris. Morris across the line. Over to Malone. Malone drives down. Runs into Russell. Loses the ball. He goes out of bounds, but Forrester tries to save it. And it will be out of bounds off of the Lady Hawks. Ball into Morris. Morris in the corner to Malone. Fires a long three off the board. No good. Rebound off a couple of players. Last touch by Sophie Wargle. Ball into Morris. To Malone. Malone, top of the key. Back to Morris. Works herself back to the middle of the floor. Now over to Malone on the left side. She drives in, runs through a couple of Hawks, loses the ball. Forrester has it. Her pass ahead is knocked down by Morris and stolen. And up to Fryer, gives it off to Malone. And the Lady Eagles are back to their half of the floor. Pass down in the corner to Fryer. Her pass into Freeburn, who dumps it to Smith. Her shot blocked by Holmes, out of bounds. 2:06 on the clock. Eldorado to inbound under their own goal. Malone to trigger it in. Ball into Fryer. Fires the three. Long rebound. Fryer gets her own board. Gets it back to Malone. Malone's going to drive. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound comes down off the hands of Fryer, out of bounds. And it will be Gallatin County basketball. Just under 2 minutes to go. Ball in, Holloway. Dumps it into Holmes. Underneath to Russell. Russell lays it up and in. Good look there from Hallie and Riley Russell. Puts it in. Up from Morris for a long three. Comes down to Freeburn. Her shot off the board is in. And Gabby Freeburn scores. The Lady Hawks back to a 10-point lead. Forrester on the right side. To Wargle, over to Holloway. Fires the three. No good. Rebound. Holmes, she gives it to Wargle, but we got a foul coming. I believe it's going to be whistled against Malone. And it will be. That'll be her second, the team's second. It will send Sophie Wargle to the line to shoot two with 1:13 on the clock. First shot is no good.
Back to the Lady Hawks 2, Mariah Horton.
Mariah Horton checks in, and Hallie Holmes will go to the bench. And Sophie Wargle connects on the second shot. And Gallatin County will call a timeout, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, Gallatin County.
Lady Hawks lead it by 11. Eldorado to bring the ball in. 1:13 on the clock. Ball into Malone. Across the line. Her pass nearly stolen by Gallatin. Fryer has the ball, gets to Freeburn. Now back to Malone. Malone works to the left side. All the way down to the corner. Tries to kick it underneath. Her pass is going to be off of a Hawk player, and it will be Eldorado basketball under the goal. 54.8 on the clock. Malone flips it in over Allie Smith's head. Hannah Forrester runs it down, takes it the length of the floor, and is going to be fouled by Smith. And that will be her first. And that will send Hannah Forrester to the line to shoot two. First shot is up and no good. Brooksy Fox checks in for Eldorado. And for the Lady Hawks, Claire Hunt and Jocelyn Oxford check in as Holloway and Wargle will go to the bench. Forrester's second shot is no good. Rebound, Mariah Horton. She goes up. Her shot no good. Rebound fought for. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch off of Claire Hunt of Gallatin County. And it will be Eldorado basketball. 45 seconds on the clock. Lady Hawks lead it by 11. Malone on the left side. Back up top to Morris. Morris to Fryer. Fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down to Oxford. Hunt gets the loose ball. She's going to drive the length all the way down. Claire Hunt puts it in. 24 seconds left in the first half. Malone to Morris. Morris dribbles over in the corner to Fox. Back to Morris. Over a screen from Freeburn. Now down to Fryer. Bounce pass into Freeburn. Back to Fryer. Fires the long two. No good. Rebound. Riley Russell, 4 seconds on the clock. 3, 2. Riley dribbles, fires one up, no good. And at the end of the first half, the Lady Hawks lead it by 13. Good first half for the Lady Hawks. And we will step away and be back in a few moments.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269 3286 for all your lumber needs at Wendell Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
Well, we're back. We got just over 5 minutes before the scheduled start of the second half. Let's take a look at the unofficial stats for the first half on the scoring. For the Lady Hawks, they are being led right now by Riley Russell and Sophie Wargle, each with 5 points apiece. Cadence Holloway with 3, and Hannah Forrester and Claire Hunt with 2 points apiece for the Lady Hawks, total of 17. Eldorado, Jalen Malone and Gabby Freeburn both with 2 points apiece, and that's the 4 points for Eldorado at the half as the Lady Hawks lead it by 13 at the break. So, good first half for the Lady Hawks. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Get that on your calendar one more time. so I can thoroughly confuse everyone once again. Let's just start off with the Lady Hawks. Tomorrow night, they are at home against Weber Township. That will be senior night for the Lady Hawks. And I believe that's just one game tomorrow night, and it's either a 6 or a 6:15 start. Let's just plan on 6 o'clock just to be safe. But one game tomorrow night with Weber Township, and that is the final game of the regular season for the Lady Hawks. This Saturday, the Lady Hawks will enter regional tournament play, 1 p.m. at the school at Gallatin County. Gallatin County is the host for the girls' regional this year. So the girls will begin regional play on Saturday at home against Egyptian, and that is at 1 p.m. on Saturday. If the Lady Hawks win on Saturday, they will advance to the semifinals on Monday night, also at Gallatin County at 7:30. They will take on the Goreville Lady Blackcats. If they are successful on the Monday night, they will then go to the regional championship game, which is held on Friday, February 20th at Gallatin County. And that game, I believe, would be a 7 p.m. game, but we will let you know as we get closer to that. So that's the Lady Hawks schedule tomorrow night and Saturday. And then beyond that, it is survive and advance in the regional tournament. Shifting gears and going to the boys. The boys are back in action Friday night. They'll be down at Pope County to take on the Pope County Pirates. And then next week, the Hawks have 3 games. Starting on Tuesday the 17th, they will travel to Hardin County. And then they will finish up the regular season with back-to-back home games on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday the 18th, taking on Carrier Mills. I believe that'll be the senior night game. And if not, then Thursday the 19th will be the senior night game as they take on the Crab Orchard Trojans. And then the boys will head into regional play starting on the 23rd of February. And again, Gallatin County will be the host for the boys regional as well, so all their games will take place at Gallatin County. The boys will know their schedule sometime probably Friday afternoon, so I will be on the call Friday night. I'll be on the call tomorrow night as well, but I'll be on the call Friday night, and I will be able to have that information hopefully as to the regional schedule for the boys and how that will all take place. So we are about 1:45 away from the start of the second half. And we're going to take a quick break here, step away, get ourselves a drink, and be ready for the second half in about 1.5 minutes. All right, we are back about 30 seconds from the start of the second half. It will be Lady Hawk basketball to start the second half. On the floor for Gallatin, Hannah Forrester, Riley Russell, Cadence Holloway, Sophie Wargle, and Hallie Holmes. And the ball inbounded to Riley in the backcourt. She'll bring it across, and we're ready for the second half. Fox guarding Russell nearly steals it away. Forrester comes up with the ball, gets it over to Holmes. Holmes pass underneath to Russell. She is guarded by Fox. She fends her off and scores. Riley Russell. Always say when Riley Russell's looking to score, the Hawks are tough. Malone in the middle. Her pass knocked away and stolen by Russell. She's going to drive the length, lays it up and in. Riley Russell. She's a difference maker. Morris over to Malone. Down to Fox. Her pass knocked away. Nearly stolen by guess who, and now tied up underneath. And it'll be Eldorado basketball as Malone and Holloway tie it up. Malone into Dan. Dan making her appearance in the second half after being on the bench most of the first with foul trouble. Malone's shot is no good. Riley Russell with the rebound. She brings it up into the front court. Works it over the right side, gives it off to Wargle. Now over to Holmes, top of the key. Feeds Russell underneath. Her shot nearly blocked. It was blocked. And then Cadence Holloway tried to retrieve the loose ball, steps on the inline. And Eldorado will take over. Morris dribbles up in the corner. Her pass down low, stolen by Russell. And she is fouled by Dan. And that will be her third. And it looks like Freeborn will be checking in for Eldorado. And if my guess, Dan will be going to the bench. And it is. And the Lady Hawks with 6:45 to go. Holloway bounce pass underneath to Holmes all by herself. Nice look there by Cadence, and Hallie puts it in. Good court awareness. Morris with the basketball now, dribbles up. Her pass over Smith's head, out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Gallatin. Malone to inbound the ball in front of her own bench. Gets it into Morris. Morris dribbles up top. Into the corner to Malone. Through her hands, almost out of bounds. Malone gets it, drives middle of the lane, has her shot blocked by Holmes. And Holmes is going to be, whoa. And Holmes is called for a walk, and then she is assessed a technical foul. And that is, that's unfortunate. And Abby Eastman will be checking in as official Rocky Hall explaining why he assessed the technical to Coach Fromm. Coach Fromm says okay. Free throw shot from Morris is no good. Second free throw good for Morris. And Eastman will check in for Holly. And I tell you, if you know Holly at all, there's no way she was disrespectful. She is just too good a kid. Big heart, good kid. She's over there right now, Coach Brazier with his arm around her. And he's listening to her explanation, patting her on the back and just telling her, hey, we know it, it's all right. And feel for a kid like that. She's got a great heart and a good player and a good kid. Eldorado with the basketball. Allie Smith with the ball across the way. Her pass is errant, picked up by Russell. Russell just jets to the other end and lays it in. And Riley Russell has made a statement in the second half so far. Morris with the basketball over to Fox. Her pass into Freeburn, who fires one up. No good. Rebound comes down to Wargle. Wargle brings it up. She is guarded there by Fox. Into the front court, over to Russell. Russell drives the lane, loses the handle, picked up by Morris. Morris gives it off to Malone. And with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, Malone with the basketball. Gives it off to Morris. Long three, no good. Rebound comes down to guess who? Riley Russell. And she will bring it up into the front court. Now she's going to drive to the block. Loses the handle. Is going to be called for a traveling call as she lost her handle on the basketball there. Pass over to Malone. Malone will drive in. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down And we got a foul coming against Russell, I believe. And it'll be on the ground. That'll be her first. And the team second. Check again for the Hawks from Holmes and Baker. And Russell, Forrester, and Wargle will go to the bench. Pass in, down in the corner to Malone. Fires the three, no good. Rebound comes down to Freeburn. And foul whistled quickly against number 0, Harper Fromm. That'll be her first. And the team third. And Freeburn will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot from Freeburn is no good. Freeburn's second shot, no good. Rebound, Cadence Holloway. Holloway gets it. She's going to drive the link, kicks it over to Eastman on the far side, up top to Fromm, and she hollers out to reset the offense. Fromm fires a three, no good. Rebound comes down, loose on the floor. Rebound pulled out of there by Baker. Over to Fromm. 4:25 on the clock. To Baker for 3, and she is hacked on the 3, and she is going to go to the line and shoot 3 shots. Foul whistled against Eldorado player.
Lady with foul 0. Christy Fox, her first. Team second.
And it's a foul on Fox. First free throw no good from Greenlee. Greenlee's second shot is good. Checking in for Eldorado is Fryer. And Fox will go to the bench. Final shot, no good. Rims off. Rebound comes down to Allie Smith of Eldorado. Malone with the basketball for Eldorado. Over the line, kicks it down to Smith. Bounces into Freeburn, turns, feeds Fryer on the low block. Good look there by the Eldorado player to find her open teammate. And Fryer scores. And Eldorado cuts it to a 19-point lead. Eastman with the basketball. Into Holmes. Holmes dumps it low to Holloway. Up and no good. Ball rims off and a foul coming against Harper Fromm. Riley Russell back in the ball game, and Abby Eastman will have a seat. And with 3:45 on the clock, Eldorado up across the line, bounce pass down to Smith. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Cadence Holloway. Ball into Morris. She fires the three, and it's good. The Lady Hawks up by 16. 3:15 on the clock. Over to Fromm. She gets it out to Russell. Now over to Baker. Fires a three. And Greenlee Baker answers the three. And the Lady Hawks back up to a 19-point advantage. Eldorado with the ball in the corner. Fryer up top to Smith. Gives it to Morris, who fires a three. Off the board, no good. Long rebound. Holloway comes down with it. Breaks through a tackler. Runs down to the other end of the floor. Goes up. Her shot, no good. Off the front iron. And Morris comes down with a loose ball rebound. Morris to Malone in the corner. Malone's going to drive to the low block. Cut off by Russell. And a foul coming on Riley Russell. It'll be her second. Team fourth. For the Lady Hawks, Hannah Forrester, Abby Eastman, and Sophie Wargle are checking in. Malone's first shot is good.
Back for Gallatin County, 11, Sophie Wargle, 23, Hannah Forrester.
Like Harper from Greenlee Baker and Cadence Holloway will go have a seat. And Malone connects both free throws. And the Lady Hawks back to the offensive end. Wargle to Forrester, to Eastman, into Russell. Russell, Forrester, free throw line. Her shot, no good. Long rebound comes to Morris. And Eastman takes it away, but they're going to whistle her for a foul. And that'll be the 5th foul, and that will put Morris at the line to shoot 2. Morris's first shot is good. And Morris connects on both free throws. Lady Hawks into the front court. Wargle to Holmes. Up top to Forrester. Lady Hawks up by 15. 2:08 on the clock. Over to Eastman. To Forrester. Lady Hawks killing a little clock here. Into Russell. Now out to Wargle. Over to Eastman. She fires the 3, and it is good. Now they're going to say it was a 2. Just a 2 for Eastman. And Eldorado quickly back to their end. Malone has her pass stolen by Forrester. Forrester's going to drive it in, lays it up, no good. Eastman with a rebound. Her stick back is good. And Abby Eastman puts the Hawks back up by 19 quickly. Over to Malone. 1:25 on the clock. She's going to drive low block, fires one up, no good. Rebound punched out of bounds by Eastman. And Eldorado will inbound into their own goal. Mariah Horton check again. Hallie Holmes will go to the bench. Ball into Morris to Malone in the corner. Covered up down there. She dribbles her way out. All the way to the free throw line, and her shot is put up, but a foul coming. And this one will be whistled on. Number 2, Mariah Horton, with her first foul. First free throw is no good by Malone. And a timeout, Gallatin County.
32nd timeout for Gallatin County.
Lady Hawks still lead it by 19. Again, I hope you can hear me. Yeah, 1:14 on the clock. And Malone at the line to finish her 2-shot foul. Missed the first. And it's good. And checking in for Gallatin is Cadence Holloway. 1:10 on the clock. Third quarter. Holloway over to Eastman. to Horton. Feeds Holloway underneath on a low block. Good look. Nice job there by the Lady Hawks. Mariah Horton feeding Holloway. Pass ahead to Smith. Smith out to Malone. Malone dribbles on the left side. Up top to Morris. Morris dribbles across to Fryer. In the corner to Smith. Up top to Malone. Malone, middle of the lane, puts up the left-handed shot. No good. Horton with the rebound, and the Lady Hawks with a chance to get the last shot of the third quarter, leading by 20 to Wargle. Over to Eastman, in the corner to Holloway. Holloway fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down, batted out of bounds. It's going to be last touch off of Eldorado. Jada Dan checking back in for Eldorado. And Fryer will go to the bench. Cadence Holloway to inbound the ball for the Lady Hawks. 18 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Into Russell in the corner, up to Eastman. Back to Holloway. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Now she's going to drive. Puts it up off the board. Hard, no good. Rebound comes down to Allie Smith. She gets it out to Morris. 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2. She steps back and fires one up out of bounds. And at the end of 3, the Lady Hawks lead it by 20. And we will be back in a moment. And we are ready for the start of the fourth. It's Gallatin County basketball. Over to Forrester. Up top to Wargle. Back to Forrester. In past the three-point line. Has her pass batted out of bounds. And Gallatin will inbound the ball under their own goal. 7:47 on the clock. Hannah Forrester, I thought Hannah was going to inbound it, but Cadence Holloway is going to do the duties. Gets it into Russell in the corner to Forrester. Over to Holloway. Fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down to Malone. And Eldorado will be on the attack. Slowly on the attack. Malone comes down, gets it to Dan. Dan drives baseline, puts one up from 12 feet. No good. Rebound. Smith, her stick back, no good. Rebound fought for. Russell comes down with a loose ball board. And Lady Hawks. Over to Wargle. Wargle to Holmes. To Russell, out to Forrester. Fires one up, no good. Rebound backside, Wargle, no good. Rebound batted around like a pinball. Comes down to Freeburn from Eldorado. She gives it off to Malone, and Eldorado quickly the other end. Feeds it back up top to Morris. Morris pulls up top, fires a three. No good. Long rebound. Comes down to Allie Smith of Eldorado. Her pass stolen by Holmes. Gives it off to Russell, and here come the Hawks. Russell up top to Holloway. Feeds it into Holmes, turns, fires one up. It's short. Forrester saves it back in bounds. Dan with the loose ball save there. Gives it off to Malone. And crawling down close to 6 minutes to go in the game. Malone's going to drive to the left block low, runs into Hallie Holmes, and ends up having to throw the ball out of bounds. It was a shot, but it went out of bounds. And it will be Gallatin County basketball. Brooksy Fox checks in for Eldorado, and Allie Smith will go to the bench. Holloway over to Forrester. Bounce pass into Holmes. She turns, looks low, out to Wargle for three. No good. Rebound comes down on the ground. Loose ball picked up by Forrester. She got on the floor, gets it to Russell, over to Holloway for three. No good. Off the board comes down to Dan. Passes it out to Morris. And Eldorado back to the offensive end. Malone into a trap, throws it over Morris's head. Nearly run down by Forrester, but it's going to be a over and back call. And Gallatin will take over. Haven Gibbs checks in for Eldorado as Freeburn will go to the bench. And for the Lady Hawks, Fromm and Baker will come in, and Forrester and Russell will have a seat. 5.5 minutes left to go. Harper Fromm into Holmes. Back to Fromm in the corner. Fires one up. Corner three. Nope, they called it a two. Personally, I think they shorted one there, but Harper connects. Long shot from Morris for three. Pass ahead to Baker. Baker steps in. Her shot off the board is good for two. And the Hawks answer right back. It's back to a 17-point lead. Malone down to the low block. Runs into Holmes, but they're going to call Hallie for a blocking foul. Be Hallie's third personal. It will send Malone to the line to shoot two. 4:55 to play. First shot up and good. Rebound off the miss comes down to Dan. Her shot is no good, but they whistle Hallie Holmes for her fourth foul. And they will send Dan to the line now to shoot two. She misses her first. Riley Russell checks in, and Hallie Holmes to the bench. And Dan's second shot is good. And that's her first tally of the evening on the score sheet. Ball into Fromm. And the clock is down to 4:45. Over to Eastman. Into Holloway. She's going to drive. Her shot is up, and she is fouled. And a foul coming against number 11. Haven Gibbs, that is her first. Sends Cadence Holloway to the line to shoot two. Cadence' first shot rims out. Not been a good night at the line for the Lady Hawks. And Cadence connects on the second. Long shot from Malone, no good. Rebound comes down to Holloway, and she's on the run to the other end, loses the handle. She was trying to get it down low to Baker. Morris's pass ahead to Malone. She's going to drive through some defenders and fires one up wildly down the floor, but she got the job done. Over to Eastman, now underneath to Holloway. Her pass is stolen away. Dan comes up with a loose ball, gets it to Malone, and we are under 4 minutes to go. Lady Hawks lead it by 18. Malone up top, Morris. She steps back and fires a three. Rebound comes down to Eastman. Eastman is fouled by Fox, and that will be Fox's second foul. Hannah Forrester comes in. Cadence Holloway will go to the bench and take a break. And now Mariah Horton, Hallie Holmes, and Sophie Wargle will check in. And Fromm, Baker, and Eastman will have a seat. Ball into Russell. She's up over the line. Now over to Wargle. Wargle into Holmes. Dumps it low to Horton, who spins, shoots, and scores. Mariah Horton with her first tally of the varsity contest. Malone over to Morris, back to Malone. She drives in and fires one up and scores. Crawling down to 3 minutes left in the game. Russell to Forrester. Across to Russell. Up top to Forrester, now over to Wargle. Wargle out to Russell. Lady Hawks content to let that clock run. Forrester into Horton. Her shot is up and good. Hawks back to a 20-point advantage. Malone with the ball. She's going to look to drive, I'm sure. Kicks it up top to Morris, who's going to look to shoot a three, but gets it off to Fryer. Into Dan, who nearly has it stolen. She turns. She fires up the shot. Russell comes down with a loose ball rebound. 2.5 minutes to go. Russell to Wargle. Up top to Forrester. Over to Russell. Swings it across. Forrester. Into Horton. It's knocked away and stolen by Malone. They cover her up. The pass to Morris is stolen by Forrester. And with about 2 minutes left to go, we're now under 2 minutes. Lady Hawks. Wargle with a three. No good. Rebound. Horton had it. It came down quick on her and surprised her. Out of bounds it goes. Check again for the Lady Hawks. Jocelyn Oxford, Claire Hunt, and Cadence Holloway, as Hallie Holmes, Mariah Horton, and Sophie Wargle will have a seat.
Back for the lady was 11, Hayden Gibbs.
Malone with the ball, drives, shoots, misses. Oxford with the rebound. Brings it up, Holloway into the front court. Over to Russell. Hawks going to the four corners offense nearly. Into Hunt, she turns, she fires, no good. Rebound comes down to Fryer. Fryer's pass to Morris, off to Malone. Malone gonna drive quickly all the way down. Put up the shot, no good. Rebound Russell. Crawling down to almost a minute to go. Russell across the line. Over to Forrester. And we got a timeout just to get a couple of players on the floor. As Hannah Forrester and Riley Russell, the two seniors, will check out. Mariah Horton and Harper Fromm will check in. And for Eldorado, Allie Smith checks in, and Jalen Malone will go to the bench. Now Greenlee Baker coming in to check in, as Cadence Holloway will also have a seat. And for the last minute, the Hawks are content to play this one out. Baker in the corner. Up top to Fromm. She steps up over to Baker. Baker tries to get it underneath. It's batted right back to her. Into Hunt. Hunt turns and puts up the shot. Has it stuffed by Dan. Pass out to Gibbs. Now to Morris. Morris will bring it to the other end. To Fryer. Fryer goes to shoot, and Mariah Horton swats her shot. And now we have a foul coming against Claire Hunt. It'll be the third team foul against Gallatin, and it'll be Claire's first. And Eldorado to inbound under their own goal. The Lady Hawks have played a complete game here tonight. Shot off the backboard, rebound fought for. They're going to say last touch off of Gallatin. 32.1 seconds to go. Dan to inbound the ball for Eldorado. Flips it in. It almost goes back court. Run down by Allie Smith. Over to Fryer. Down low to Dan. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound comes out to Allie Smith of Eldorado. 20 seconds on the clock. Over to Smith. Her shot is good from 2. And that will probably do it, as the Hawks will bring it up across the timeline. And they are content to hold on to it. Oxford with the ball, gives it off to Baker. And that'll do it. Lady Hawks come to Eldorado and exact a measure of revenge against the Lady Eagles as they walk away with a 44-26 victory. Coach Fromm, I'm sure, will be up here shortly. So while we're waiting on him to do the pleasantries with the opposing team, let's take a look at the scoring. The Hawks were led by Riley Russell with 11. 6 points for Greenlee Baker, 6 points for Cadence Holloway, 5 for Sophie Wargle, 4 points for Mariah Horton, 4 points for Abby Eastman, 2 points for Hannah Forrester, Harper Fromm, Hallie Holmes, and Claire Hunt. And that is the scoring for the Lady Hawks. 44 for Eldorado. They were led by Jalen Malone with 9, Presley Morris with 8, 2 points apiece for Abby Fryer, Gabby Freeburn, and Allie Smith, and 1 point for Jada Dan for their total of 26. Lady Hawks improved to 14-14 on the season, and they will head into their final regular season game tomorrow night at home against Weber Township. That game will be at the school at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. And then starting on Saturday, the Lady Hawks will begin play in the regional tournament. That game will also take place at Gallatin. They will be taking on the Egyptian Lady Pharaohs in the first round of the regional tournament. So Coach Fromm has gone to the locker room. I'm sure he has plenty to say to his team, lots of things to talk about. So we are going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. I will be with you again tomorrow night at Gallatin County as the Lady Hawks will take on Weber Township. And we're going to sign off here. Lady Hawks win it tonight, 44-26. And I will see you down the road.